Camp Winnie.
We're at Christie's Beach.
Yay!
Woo! Going for a bike ride on Christie's Beach, South Australia. Done with Kangaroo Island. We've cleaned up all our gear and currently laid up at Christie's Beach Holiday Park just for a couple of nights to reconvene, fill up water tanks, have proper showers. And here's where we are this morning.
Hey.
Hello, wifey.
Hello.
I'll open the servery. Oh, there you go. What? The wife. The daughter.
Lucky she's
Who
dressed.
ex-stage left. She actually went left.
I
For
went
real?
right. I went right. You're left.
She
My
went
right.
left of the screen.
That's it.
What are we making?
Spuds are just about ready. Mashed potato here.
Right.
I've got a bowl of onions here for you for the barbecue.
You better hand me the meat and the onions.
Yes.
Thank you.
I best do that.
You better do that. Thank you. You coming out, Missy?
Yep. Coming
Right,
out.
right,
You
right,
can
right.
Cut the cameras. Cut the cameras.
Cut.
Cut.
That's a wrap.
Then, Jess?
I was filling the water tanks up for Dad, and I obviously didn't turn the tap off properly, and I took it out to give him the hose, and I wet him.
Oh dear.
And now he's mad at me.
At least you tried to help.
I did, I offered, and he went off at me. Like, if I go out there now and say something about it, he'll yell at me.
It's a beautiful night. We're looking for something down to do. Hey baby, I think I ought to marry you. It's a beautiful night. We're looking for something down to do. Hey baby, I think I ought to marry you.
Getting it guided to me.
Would you like a top shelf port there, madam?
Absolutely. But I thought, oh no.
Do you want to be next to the barrel or something? I was just going to do a walkthrough. So walking underneath these cellars, well, they were more like tunnels. There were literally thousands and thousands of bottles of wine. I'd never seen so many wine bottles in all my life, stacked from floor to ceiling. 10, 20, 30-year-old wines. It was incredible.
Alright, so I got a video of that.
Special tour underneath the castle of
Chateau Yaldara.
that's the one.
You pronounce it better.
The Chateau Eldara in the Barossa Valley in South Australia.
Awesome.
Special
Doesn't get better, does it?
exclusive access. Can't tell you how, otherwise I would have to kill you.
Not what you
That's right.
See?
Alright.
Thanks, guys. They're just it's getting low tide now, which is perfect crab time. And we've got our crab rakes over here.
Here's one here.
Right now.
And see how we go.
Do you want your beanie
Stay
on,
tuned.
Jess?
With the bucket.
Should I
So
pull up
I
my
could even get
pants
nipped out.
Yeah, pull them up to your knees.
This one?
Just stay
this
still,
one big
Chloe.
enough?
This one's a stunning colour.
No.
We caught him before?
I reckon this is a goer, Shan.
Dad, he's so pretty.
He's a bit small.
Stepped on one.
Big enough?
So it's getting lower tide. The tide's going back out, which apparently is the time to get them. It's starting to rain too. We're getting them. This little fella's too small. That's Bluey. See?
Did get him though.
He was very aggressive.
Chloe spotted him.
Yeah, she did.
Oh, we
There
spotted
he
this one
goes.
too.
So I saw some rustling in the sand. I thought it was one big crab, but it was two crabs. And keeping our show PG, they were having a good time. See?
Mating, as we call it. Where
Yeah,
are the girls for
yeah.
their PDH PE lessons?
Good morning, Wednesday! Oh, and happy birthday, Lisa, too, by the way.
Three, two, one.
He jumped off the
Poo. Well, the small one. We're gonna jump off that one now. A really big one. 3, 2, 1, go! Good girl! Well done, Chloe. Let's go.
Mummy! What do you reckon?
Is it scary? It didn't even make my stomach drop.
Young Jessica. Woo!
I did it too!
You want to have a go?
No, too scared. Too scared.
On you girls. You hear a lot of people saying that, oh, this is awesome. But man, this is awesome. It's like you're on a paradise island and there's no one here. Good girl. Good girl. Afternoon with the cats.
Tough afternoon with the cats. We've had a ball.
That's a running.
Yeah.
Some
7 times 15. 105.
This is Indy, the youngest of our 2 Burmese. He's 7 months old. Bloody idiot. He jumped up on the gas cooktop a couple of weeks ago and singed his 2 front pads and his whiskers burnt off. It's growing back now though. Didn't you? Silly boy.
Oh, baby, the Rapunzel movie's so...
So, the one thing I have always been worried about is, will the truck get us through? Concerned about breakdowns, especially since the towns, there's not a lot in between each town that we're travelling. So my worst fears have just happened for the first time yet. So we're in a town called Middleton, or something to that effect, not far from where we were overnight at Wurruka. And it appears that the motorhome is chuck-a-lugging, so Shan has to do a bit of mechanical work. Not really what we had planned for today, but anyway.
No, it's not.
So we've managed to get some diesel, and we found a shady spot for him to do his mechanical repairs. Cats are contained. Kids are playing at the park. And he's decided to hang out under here.
Yeah, just for the day.
Some shits and giggles. So, what do you do when we're on the side of the road?
Homeschool.
With some mechanical issues?
Homeschool.
Homeschool. Might as well get it over and done with so that later on we've got the rest of the day free. Yep.
Well, good morning, funny, funky, fluffy felines and children. Today's a bit different. We appear to have picked up a bad tank of diesel, dirt or water, or both, in probably a couple of country towns ago. And we barely made it into a little town yesterday afternoon called Middleton. It's about halfway up the boot in the York Peninsula. And we propped up in this local caravan park last night. And this morning, we're on the way to see a local mechanic, a diesel mechanic, that can drop our filters and possibly our tank of diesel. Still going though. God love the old thing. They're super reliable, it's still going.
Thank God for that.
Just not very fast. Here she is over the pit. It was just a clogged little filter. It's like a little strainer tube that just goes before the fuel tank. So here I am on the side of the road here yesterday, spinning new fuel filters on, thinking, yeehaw, away we go. But it wasn't that. It was something I was unaware of. So we stumbled across this gem, Hughes Mechanical at Yorktown in the York Peninsula. Can't rate them highly enough. They recommended to us from the next town down. We dealt with Luke, the owner. Great bloke, great service, a good old-fashioned small town service, something you don't see anymore. Couldn't do enough for us. We're back on the road, really happy about that, and thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks, Luke. Good on you, buddy.
What do you got? Iced latte.
An iced latte that's very yum.
First for the trip. In Moonta.
The not so romanticised part of caravanning. emptying toilets. And for everyone out there emptying caravan toilets, for God's sake, get some rubber gloves on. I see blokes not wearing gloves, that's repulsive. It's actually the biggest cassette that Thetford Toilets had on the market back in the day. It's 22 litres or 25 litres, something enormous. Now they're about 18, 19, 20 litres maybe. Click on a reach. Our model toilet has its own reservoir. It doesn't use your own fresh water out of your freshwater tanks. Got its own water reservoir here for flushing. So in an emergency, we could put creek water or anything in this really just to flush your toilet. It'd be no problem. That's it. Come around here. Please, I'll show you. So that's how you fill a reservoir on this model Thetford toilet. And there's a little clear indicator here telling you whether it's full or not. That's to flush the toilet. And of course, this is your cassette. And that's it. Wouldn't leave home without it. Pulled into a little camp spot at Port Augusta. It's actually behind the local sports club. You can even hear the cricket playing in the background. Have a go at this. It's $7 a night. A lot of travelling families, more than what we thought, hey Lise?
It sure is.
This family here sold their home, only recently hit the road, family of 3.
And their dog.
And their dog. And all the rest from many and varied backgrounds, I'm sure. Different equipment. I like these. It's either going to be a 200 series Land Cruiser if you tow on a van, or one of these trucks. They're tough. Usual setups: motorhomes, vans, Jaycos. Speaking of 200 series Land Cruisers, they're everywhere because they're a good thing for starters. Your V8 Sahara is probably your where it's at in campgrounds and towing and whatnot. Yeah, it's really good. So we arrived at Port Augusta late this afternoon, and there was a massive storm coming over. I'm talking dark skies, lightning. We're a bit concerned, but we've had our Winnebago in very heavy rains before we left home, and it doesn't leak a drop, surprisingly. It's 26 years old, so it surprises us. So that's it. So we might be here maybe a couple of nights. There we go, planning our next attack. Definitely heading towards the Nullarbor, but Not sure yet which way. Through Port Augusta, or we might do the Eyre Peninsula and then go up through the Nullarbor. So we'll see.
And it would appear that travelling through the heavy winds today has bent our antenna. Still works, but he's going up to investigate.
So a little detour from the peninsula. We're going to spend a few days up the Flinders Ranges, and we stumbled across this little gem. It's an actual working sheep and cattle station. It's a farm stay. We've got the place to ourselves apparently, so we're it's about a 6k dirt road in, and we're going to get up there, cook a barbie in the motorhome, might even have a little fire, and Lisa reckons she might even get the guitar out. So we'll see how that goes.
He's cooking us dinner again.
I am. Steaks, sausages, roast potatoes, and roast carrots on the other side of the hot coals. There we go.
With a
by
few
the
hundred
way,
flies.
We are in the middle of nowhere on the Flinders Ranges, and I love it. It's so quiet, so peaceful.
Where are we, girls?
We're in the bush. In the bush.
Do you know where though? What are those mountains?
Oh, the Flinders Range.
The Flinders Range.
Flinders Ranges.
Same thing.
Oh yeah, resolution. Yeah. What just said.
You might see the kids in the background, somewhere back there. They're in trouble, so we've sent them on a walk. Told them to bugger off and get the heck out of here.
Yes.
Go and kill some time and go to the top of that mountain and scream as loud as they possibly can and only come back once they feel better.
They're probably about to. There you go.
You might hear them shortly, but it was the only way we were going to get through this afternoon.
There you go.
There they go.
Hi.
Taking the big walk up the mountain this morning.
I'm just like waiting to go up the
Pretty steep. I suppose this is the point where if people ever asked us, are our kids missing out? A year off school, all those sort of thoughts. It's an absolutely not from me. The experiences they've had a month in on the road are are irreplaceable, really. We've reached the top of this mountain in the Flinders Ranges. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Glad we come. This is quite breathtaking, really.
Oh, whoa.
I'll show you.